So basically, um, A, B, C, D, E, F. So basically, continuum MMUKO thing. So basically, once it's you, basically, I got the randomness. Brian's randomness. Basically, he's the right kind of randomness I need. If Brian has any input, he's autistic too, or ADHD on the spectrum. He can pick a monster energy drink, for me, and that can go to what Thomas. But Thomas is gonna pick for me again. So basically, or Thomas can shuffle this process. Now, if Ryan picks for Thomas one time to Thomas, and Thomas then, oh yes, I think Namdi will like this. Then Ryan says, okay, Ryan just picks a random one, and then random energy monster drink. And then Thomas, my friend, who was station, picks one. Oh, I know Namdi. I know Namdi will write this, and he just takes my input and gives me to and give it to Thomas, Master A. Hey, Ryan, have Master A for Namdi. Oh, Namdi says, oh, Thomas says autistic. I'm autistic too, so no, he will not like Master A. He will like Master D. But because F, he is expecting F from E. Basically, it's like say, basically, Master F is like hasn't come out yet. Master E has not come out yet. So Master F is like, oh, new monster. But she's like, Master A is more similar to Master E. And then Thomas says, oh yes, Master E is the best for him. And then he gives it back to Ryan. And Ryan does again, oh, Master E, oh, because Namdi likes E. But that F tastes, E tastes a bit like too random, too easy. So basically, random is just a randomizer. Ryan is just a randomizer, and Thomas is just a knower. He knows what I like. So I can then, and then the final one to pick can be one of them, because only one more monster. So Ryan can pick one monster for me. So basically, A to E, A becomes E. E then has to go back to what Ryan does not know, because I want a random monster. If I didn't want a random monster, I want something I go to Thomas to pick it. So that's what I'm saying to this. So directly symbiotic evolution. I direct the observation of my taste buds, and it's computable as well. You can write a function that have two public. Let me come back to that. So A and E are like monsters. Now Thomas gets E. Now it gives back to Ryan. Ryan is final decision. Don't basically I eliminate A because A has already been done. Now Ryan says, okay, let me pick a monster D. So it should be D in this one for Namdi, and I get a monster D, and I drink monster D. But I never knew what monster D tastes like, because I didn't expect it from these two shuffle. I can shuffle it. It's like shuffling. It's like if I want to know something, if I want something I most probably like, but I don't know to show. I'll pick what? I'll start with what? I'll start with the Thomas one. So Thomas knows knows what I like. So I like he knows that I give him I like B. He starts with B. You can start with B. Or if I just give him B, I like B. I give him B. I like B monster. Now, B monster is what? Very important you do the B. I give it to random. Give it to Ryan. Oh, Ryan, can you find something that's I don't know. Thomas gives to random. He picks oh, you don't know what he likes, but I don't know what he likes, so I'm gonna randomize it. Ryan says give me C. He does a random one because B next to C, because we have some bias for our thinking. So B C, and then you give me C, but he likes C because I think he likes C. I think he likes C, because he gave me B. Why do you pick C? I don't know why you pick B. So you can just randomize it with your own head, your own person, your own phenomenological principle, and then C becomes what? B. Now B is what? B is now the C, B, and C eliminated because I gave them, and I get okay. So because B, I still get D. So I get D. Still, but this is a random process. I'm saying because I can still get D, whether I know it or not. So, but I can do this many times. This is just one time I've done it. One shuffle. So I got D. Let's go shuffle. So this I shuffled between what I know and what I don't know. I can shuffle this 2 or 3 times. I can simulate this. Basically, I can shuffle monster A to F between Ryan and Thomas. So I get something I don't know, a little bit, a little bit of information from a machine, or F, or things I don't know from a machine. You know what I'm saying? So and then I can get I can evolve accordingly. It's like gating my own consciousness, getting my own way of working. So basically, I can take this monster and leave the shop, and the shop will give me the food, and I'll get the food. And if I want food, what the shop? No, I just want monster today. And I drink the monster, and I go do my work. I don't stay in the shop too much. I get, the machine can run this. A vending machine can do it properly. A vending machine can get the food, do this because if I get bored of tasting something, It's like basically you got to use one mapping. So you can work bidirectionally. So the two one basically two public keys, Ryan and Thomas, heal each other. They heal each other literally, because I'm autistic. But and then I get one. I'm the private person. I mean, they don't know me. Anyway, they don't know me, but they do their job with equity. It's like a decentralized equity. They do it according to what's already there in the framework. If I was because I'm a private person, I remain private. I remain private. I remain private at all times. And just do it what I request based on my rights to it and my eligibility, based on the 30 human rights for drinks, the food, water, shelter. And then if I want, I can do one. I can be the one person to do two. Four. Basically, I can put if I want to request myself, and I know the two people. I request someone I know and someone I don't know. Or vice versa. I prefer this one. I prefer the other one. If I know someone I like, someone can give me advocacy. I can go to the right advocacy support group, the right one, number one, and the second advocacy group, number two. The two people involved. Someone I don't know, someone I don't know. And then if I know two people, if they know two people know me, and I don't know them, they can assist me equitably. Because they can do half the job. I'm just going to do half the job based on health and social care, design and technology. It doesn't really matter what they're doing. But why this plays a role in the real world is basically the reduction principle, what I call minimalization. So basically, you got MMUKO OBIUX, Heart U or Soul UX library. Basically, this version is like this is like a JXX JavaScript XML, but it's based on what you see is what you mean, and what you by definition what you see is what you mean, and what you mean is what you see. Basically, there's three layers to it. So try that to it. So I'm giving an update on me. Basically, if I have a UI interface, I type in what I see. What I type in with the Symbiotic keyboard. What I see is what I'm getting, what I'm meant to interpret. But this is broken one because it only works for one person. But if I get what I mean is what I see. I see. It's really bad because it's really bad. It's well broken. So my one is like so the canonical one will be with there's two canonical representations. But there are two you should just have to isomorphize them. So if what I see is what I mean, but that could be what I touch, what I feel, what I sense. What I sense is what I mean. But what I mean. I mean to sense. I see A, I touch A, I smell A, I observe A, I act on A. But that's a 7. I act on A because there's somebody acting. I'm continuing my chain. So 7 times 7. If I see it, I react to it. It's what I mean. So that's one way to do it. But I can say it's what I mean. What I see is what you mean. What you see is what you mean. Or I can say what you see. What I or you see is what you mean. What you and I see, is what I mean. Can be both ways. Or they say what you see is what you mean. What you mean is what you see is what you mean. What you see, and you get what you see is what you get. The thing is what you see is what you get. It's basically what you see is bidirectional. So I have a mapping of this. I can have like two public keys here for myself, and then that's for me. My project. Public keys. My website OBINexus.org. And then these are two people that heal themselves, two artifact using services that overlap functionality. But the problem here is that these two services only do the job they're meant to do. So, but I have to keep updating them. But as other things change, as the policy specification change, as the world evolve and get worse or better, I don't care a shit about the world. Basically, as the world gets more entwined in that action, I have to adapt my systems to it. So basically, the service I have to offer have to go update. I have to go to understand downtime to update some services, and but I want no downtime, I want to get my things done. So what I have to do is get the other one too. So basically, this is a policy now, guys. You guys have some standards. So basically, I am now the private key here, merging the two sites, two services that overlap. X serves X not close. They get work for the state. Basically, the static system is static, but you can't evolve. You can evolve, yes. You can add more. You can have more services. Have infinite private keys, infinite public. So you can basically take one service A and get Selling Monster A and get Monster 8.1 8.1 and 8.2 based on Symbiotic, but that's basically A. But you don't want to do that. You want to go backwards. You want to ensure that the foundation is stable. So what you do is take service A, and then you have what you have a seeded with A. You seed the private key. Have a seeded to 2 to 1, or you have the private key. You have the private key 2 to 1, 2 to 1. 2 private public keys to 1 private key. To 1 private key, and then you get 1 private key to 2 public keys. But that hierarchy has to have its own private key set. And that's the same. So that 1-to-1 mapping of the keys, basically, the private key has to 2. It's basically you are keeping 2 private keys, secret in the system. So basically, if your private key breaks, you don't talk to you don't look at the public sector, public service for others. You manage your thoughts, your private key, your knowledge, and how you defrag your knowledge, how the fragmented, how you separate, basically you remove all knowledge from power, all knowledge from power. So Uche has its own service, Uche services, OBINexus division, department Uche, the knowledge, the documentation, the vision board, the standardization spec, that's mathematically enforceable. Forming to comply with new standards, innovation, like 2014, you got the Child Safety Act in UK, 2025, and you got the American one in 2020, I believe, the Online Safety Act for US citizens, which I don't really know about. Stop this, Namdi. Sorry, sir. So you do the online, which is 2025. Today's date is today, 2nd of 15th of 2nd of November 2025. So I'm saying to you guys, God is important this freedom. It's a policy because you can tailor one service to one way, because 2 ways you can only do for UK. But if you want to do for US or Nigeria, you have to have this work for everyone. So for everything you do, you have to show these 2 public layers: the public UK 2 nodes services, the American 2 nodes. But for you have to think of yourself. So you have 2 nodes, so you have 2-to-1 mapping for the filtering system, for what is sent on the internet, so they can heal itself. The 2 public keys can do their job, but it's not triad. It's not especially if I'm chilling for the Nigeria.ng, the gov.ng, or the gov.bfn, or the BFN constitution. I think about the country, the BFN, and the BFN needs and wants. And I think about your 2 keys, 2 public keys for the BFN, because I am BFN, and I will put 2 public keys because it's more sustainable for me to have it. And then for my constitution, I put an extra 2 to 1, because it's 1 key I need for my constitution. It's not 1 key, public key. It's basically for the BFN constitution or her public sector. You have 2 to 1. For the EU IWU law, you have 2 to 1. And for the order I for indigo, J for jump, I for India, indigo, and then that's 2 to 1. Basically, it's basically compliance with regulation and systems in the world that can evolve and adapt. No matter what, I make it random. Pick random, start with randomness. A random seed, I start with something that I call random, or I determine is random. Because if nothing is random, you can start with a seed that's not random. You get it? You can pick something based on your bias. Because we're all naturally biased. We're not children. We're not babies. We're not zygotes. We're zygotes that are actively observing and learning and preserving stuff. So to preserve, the 2-to-1 mapping is not a joke to me, guys. It means all the world. I can map anything to 2 to 1. Now one more thing. So I've talked about OBIX, which stands for heart. OBI, heart, Mr. Heart or Soul. Soul UI UX library. Now UI, user interface. User interaction, UX. So you got the OBI, heart, and then you got the user interface and user experience, sensory preservation based on the quality assurance, 2-to-1 mapping for safety critical neurodivergent infrastructure as well. People that get bored, this is 7x7 QA texting. Whatever the technology is, must be mapped to 7x7 to ensure a seamless fear, uncertainty, and doubt mitigation as a foundation of user UI, user interface, and user experience systems. Okay, thank you guys. Let me stop this video.